I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
तो क्या हाल मेरे दोस्तों, वापिस आप सबका स्वागत है एक ब्रांड न्यू वीडियो में। कल का तो पूरा बॉस फाइट्स हुए, बहुत कुछ हुआ कल। अगर आपने कल का एपिसोड अब तक आपने नहीं देखा तो जाइए, ऊपर आई बटन पे क्लिक कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए उस वीडियो के, ताकि मुझे पता चले यस यू लव दैट वीडियो। और बात करें आज की, तो हम मिले उस लेडी से। उस लेडी को कोई ब्लैकमेल कर रहा है, तो अब हमें उस ब्लैकमेलर को ढूंढना है। हमारे 3 सस्पेक्ट हैं, पिपा हॉकिंस, डॉर्थी क्रेंस एंड ब्रैंगन। इन तीनों से हमें बात करनी है। तो पिपा हॉकिंस तो ये रही, पहले इससे बात करते हैं।
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Change your attitude. You are right. You will be surprised.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reid. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
ये हो सकती है ब्लैकमेलर, बिकॉज ये पैसों के पीछे भी भागती है. रूल्स तोड़ना सीख
What can
गई
you
है.
tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about the strange...
Let me get...
ये थोड़ी सी ना मुझे लग रही है
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
कि ये ब्लैकमेल कर सकती है. ये एग्रेसिव है क्योंकि लोगों को लेके ये अग्रेसिव तो है. थोड़ी सी ईगोइस्ट प्रॉब्लम है इसके अंदर.
Come now, we can handle.
But in the circumstances, I'm benefit of the doubt.
Doctor. Oh, sweet girl. Reid would like the book. Keep anything from her.
ये हार्वी फिडिक्स से कुछ है ना. यस, बात करके देखें.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about...
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed prop.
Tell me about the doctors.
Strickland and
What do you mean?
I often...
Tell me.
I'm just a...
I was more...
I'm a cop.
Are you sat...
Well,
I won't...
are you sure?
In other... You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now.
What about their mother? If...
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target.
I'm sorry for your...
I would like to...
How are your...
They were smaller then.
Tell me about
I'm
it.
just...
I was more...
I'm a...
Have you heard talk...
No.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
भाई इन्वेस्टिगेशन करनी है मैं सब किए के कर गया
Sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair.
I will not let you down, my boy. Will this shift never end?
गोआथी ब्रांड्स को ढूंढना है अभी मैं ये रही
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are...
Not good.
An invisible...
Sorry, Doctor.
Do you think that...
We are up.
I'm not familiar.
Brilliant.
Most of them.
It would be...
Is there anyone that stands...
Well,
Why should his aide...
I guess it's fair to...
Nurse Brannigan.
No.
Do you know if...
The people...
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reid. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brent.
You mean you've never made a mistake?
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor. I hope you're right.
Dr. Tippett must regain his
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
ये भी नहीं है, ये बस उसको मतलब बचाना नहीं चाहती थी, बस हॉस्पिटल की सिचुएशन पहले से ही खराब है.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on? I'm Dr. Jonathan.
Oswald and myself are both infantry, sir.
How long have you been searching?
I can't go there.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived. What can you tell?
His name is...
What can you...
I'm Oswald.
This is a...
We were looking...
Where was your...
He went down...
I have all the info.
Thank you.
ये दोनों बातें कर रहे होंगे. हाँ भाई, आज एक बंदा आया था हमसे बात करने. अब इसको ढूंढना है. ये कहाँ पर? बाहर के साइड है.
Good evening.
Doctor...
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran.
No.
Nurse Brannigan is what? You don't have... Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
हो रही. उसी के तो साथ है, वो डरी हुई है. Eavesdrop. A citizen behaving suspiciously. A heart will... ओ भाई साहब, ये क्या है बे?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
तो यही है जो कुछ कर रही है. इस बंदे को देखना पड़ेगा। वो चली गई। उसने कुछ दिया ना उसको। आई थिंक वो कुछ एग्जाम में पास होने का कुछ दिया। लगता है बॉस फाइट आने वाली है। आई कांट ब्रीथ बोल रहे हो। भाई साहब, ये कहीं क्रेन तो नहीं है जो इनको स्काल्स में बदल रही है? क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? ओ भाई साहब, खून। बॉस फाइट, बी प्रिपेयर्ड, बॉस फाइट। कोई किसी को तो धो रहा है।
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
चलो भाई, इसको बचाते हैं। वहाँ पे वो यहाँ पे क्या है? अच्छा, यहाँ से तो हम आए हैं। कहाँ पे है ये? नीचे ऊपर कहाँ पे है? हैं? तो बाहर आ गए। नीचे है ये कहाँ पे तो? कहाँ से जाऊँ? एक सेकंड, कहाँ से जाऊँ, कहाँ से? ब्लड को फॉलो करते चलो। यहाँ पे आके खत्म हो गया ब्लड। देखो उस साइड है वो, यहाँ कहीं पे तो पानी के अंदर है क्या? बाहर चल के देखते हैं। हाँ भाई, इस गेम में लोकेशंस ढूंढना बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा मुश्किल। है ना, इस बंदे को हम बाद में देख लेंगे यार। थोड़ा सा तबीयत ठीक नहीं है मेरी। तो मैं मिलता हूँ आपको अगले एपिसोड में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टाटा, शब्बा खैर। लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा इस वीडियो को, कमेंट कीजिए आज की वीडियो आपको कैसे लगी। मैं चला थोड़ा सा आराम कर रहे हैं, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।